Hello everyone, welcome to Dictionary section. A dictionary in Python is a collection of key value pairs. Each key is unique and it is used to access its associated value. Dictionaries are one of the Python's built-in data types and are mutable. It means that we can modify them after creation. And the key features of dictionaries in Python are as follows. Each element in a dictionary consists of a key and its corresponding value, written as key colon value. And we can add, remove, or modify items in a dictionary. And we cannot have duplicate keys in a dictionary. Let me illustrate all these concepts with an example. Here, I'm having a dictionary called my underscore dict, and then it is equal to braces. This code is going to give us an empty dictionary. But what if we want to declare a dictionary with some key value data? Here I'm having a dictionary called person, and I have the open brace here and the end brace here, close brace here. So all these three lines are part of my dictionary. Then I'm having keys called name, age, and city, and the associated values are Alice, 25, and New York, respectively. So here the key name has its associated value called Alice, and the key age has its associated data called 25 here in this case, and a city and New York. So this is how we are having a declaration or creation of a dictionary called person with three keys and three values. As you remember, we mentioned when declaring a dictionary, we are having key, colon, then values. So on the left hand side, we are having the keys. On the right hand side, we are having the values. But how can we access these keys or values of a dictionary? To have access to them, we can use the print function. And in parentheses, we type down the name of the dictionary, which is person in this case. And in square brackets here, in a square bracket, I'm typing down the name key. The key, which is the name, sorry. So here, when I'm having the name in the square bracket for the dictionary person, we are expecting to see Alice, its associated value. So whenever you want to access, for example, one of the values, we can access it through typing down the key of the dictionary. So when I run this code here, let me comment the last line. So when I run this code here, we see Alice in the output. So let me give you another example to access other uh, keys or values in Python. So here, as I mentioned, we are going to type down the name of the dictionary, which is person, and then open brace here. Then we are having quotes. And then I type down the age because the age is the second key in this dictionary that is called person. And I'm going to close everything here now. So when I run the code again, I expect to see 25 as well in the output. As you can see, we are having the 25 here as well. And finally, we can have the name of the dictionary. Then we can have the city, which is our last key in the dictionary person. So in order to access these values, we need to use these keys along with the name of the dictionary, because we may have like several dictionaries. We need to mention of which key, the value that is associated to which key in which dictionary we would like to have access to it. Okay. So here I'm typing down the name of the dictionary, and in braces, in square brackets, I'm typing down the name of the key, and the last key is city. So when I rerun the code, I expect to see New York in the output. So here also is the last value that is associated to the last key, which is the city here. And if I want to print out the dictionary, the whole dictionary in one place, when I run the code, I see it in the output. So we simply type down the print function and then we mention the name of the dictionary in parentheses. So we see the name, Alice, age, 25, and city, New York. So this is how we can create and access different elements in a dictionary in Python. In the following videos, we are going to dive deeper into this concept in Python. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to make a comparison between list, tuple, set, and dictionary. As you remember, lists are declared in brackets and they are mutable. It means that we can modify them after creation. We can add, remove, or change item, and duplicate elements are allowed in lists. Then we discussed about tuples. So tuples cannot be modified after creation, and when we are willing to create them, we need to use parentheses. And duplicate elements are allowed as well. Then we learned about sets. Sets are declared in braces, and it is possible to add or remove items, but duplicate elements are automatically removed when we are working with sets in Python. And finally, we are going to learn in this section about dictionaries in Python. So we can add, remove, or update key value pairs. So it is possible to do that. However, the keys in dictionaries must be unique. So values can be duplicate, but the keys must be unique. For example, in the previous example, we had a key called name and the value called Alice, for example. Okay. So it means that the next key is age, for example, and its value is 25. But when we are dealing with dictionaries, I cannot have another key called name. So duplicates are not allowed. Okay. So this is the important concept that we need to know about dictionaries in Python. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to add or update key value pairs in dictionaries in Python. So here is my dictionary. It is called person and it has three keys, name, age, and city. And it has three values, Alice, 25, and New York. So when I print this dictionary in the output in the terminal, we see that all the data of the dictionary is being printed. So name Alice, age 25, and city New York. If we want to add a key value pair to our already existing dictionary, we type down the name of the dictionary first, and then we are going to use square brackets. And in the square brackets, in quotes, we can simply type down the new key that we would like to add to our dictionary. And then the left hand side equals to the right hand side, and the right hand side represents the value that is associated to this key for this dictionary. So if I now again print the dictionary person, we need to see the updated dictionary. So up until here, everything is the same, but as you see, email is being added here, and also the email address is written on the right hand side. So it means that somehow like this is being written in the dictionary now when we are having the uh, the adding of the new key value pair. So when we are having this, it means that a new key is being written here and a new value associated to this key that was just declared is also existing there. So in order to do that, I am going to review now. We type down the name of the dictionary. In the square brackets, we are typing down the name of the new key. And on the right hand side, we are typing down the value that is going to be associated to this key that we are declaring now. Then if we want to update our dictionary, for example, one element, one value of an existing key, we can have this code here. So when I run this code, we are seeing sorry, I need to print the output. So when I run the last line, the last modification of the code, and I run the code again, we see here I'm typing down the name of the dictionary, which is person. And here I'm typing down an already existing key in my dictionary, which is age. So when an already existing key name is mentioned here, it means that I'm trying to update the value that is associated to that key. So when age already existing there, it means that I would like to modify this age. So age was already 25, but now I would like to update it and make it 26. Then when I print the dictionary, we see in the output, the age is now 26 and not 25 anymore. Okay. So in this lecture, we learned how to add a new key and its associated value to an existing dictionary. And also, we learned how to modify an existing key's value in a dictionary in Python. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to remove items in a dictionary. Here is my dictionary called person. It has 4 keys and 4 values: name, age, city, email, and Alice 25, New York, Alice at example.com. And we would like to remove this key and its associated value from our dictionary. To do that, I use the del keyword. Then I type down the name of my dictionary. Then I have open bracket. Then in the bracket, I type down the name of the key that I would like to remove, and then I close the bracket here. When I print my dictionary here and I run the code, we see name Alice, so the first key and its value is there. We see age and 25, it's here, and then we see email and the email address here, and we see there is no print in the output of the city and the New York. It means that using the del keyword, we accessed the person dictionary to remove the city key and its associated value. So basically, this is how we can remove items from our dictionary. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to iterate through a dictionary. So this is our dictionary called person. It has 3 keys: name, age, and city, and 3 values: Alice, 25, and New York. And we would like to iterate through this dictionary. To do that, we need a for loop, and we are going to use the for keyword here. Then I'm having 2 iterating variables here, one named key, one named value. I'm just choosing the name myself, so because I think it's easier to understand it when I'm typing down key and value. So one of the iterating value variables that is called key is going to iterate over name, age, and city, and the value is going to iterate over the associated data to the associated value or data to these keys here. So this value iterating variable is going to take Alice, 25, and New York. When we are typing down the for loop, we know that we need to use the for keyword, and it means that for each key and value in the person dictionary, and we need to have the dot items in empty parentheses. It means that we are calling the items function to go through the items of these dictionary that we are having here. And then in the for loop, in each iteration, we are going to print out the key and value. So when I run this code, I see name, Alice, age 25, city, New York. Basically, in the first iteration, key equals name and value equals Alice. So this is why we see name and Alice in the first iteration. In the second iteration, key equals age, value equals 25. And in the third iteration, key equals city, value equals New York. So this is why we see name Alice, age 25, and city New York. So in the first iteration, key equals name, value equals Alice, and we are printing out key, then value. So key is name and value equals Alice. In the second iteration, key equals age and value equals 25. We are having age and 25. And in the last iteration, key equals city and value equals New York. This is why we see city and New York in the output. So this is how we can use a for loop to iterate through a dictionary in Python. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to write a program that creates a dictionary with information about a person, name, age, and city, and prints each key value pair. We're declaring a dictionary called person. The name is John, the age is 30, and the city is Los Angeles. Then, in order to print each key value pair, we need a for loop. And we need two iterating variables, key and value, for each key and value in the person dictionary, and we use the items function with empty parentheses to iterate over the items of our dictionary one by one, and then we're going to print key and value in each iteration. So we see name John, age 30, and city Los Angeles. So in the first iteration, key equals name while value equals John. In the second iteration, key equals age, value equals 30. In the third iteration, key equals city, value equals Los Angeles. So in the first iteration, key equals name and value equals John. This is why when we are printing key and value, we see name John. Then in the second iteration, key equals age and value equals 30. This is why we see age 30. And in the third iteration, key equals city and value equals Los Angeles. This is why we see this part in the output. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. We would like to write a program that adds a new key value pair to an existing dictionary and prints the updated dictionary. Here I'm having a dictionary called student. It has two keys, name and grade, and two values, Emma and A. And in order to add a new key value pair, we learned that we can type down the name of the dictionary, and then in brackets we type down the name of the new key, and then on the right hand side we type down the associated value. This is how we can add a new key value pair to an existing dictionary for a student. The name of the dictionary, the name of the key, and the value on the right hand side. Then we are going to print the student dictionary. So when I run this code, I see name Emma, which was there already. I see grade A, which was there already. And we see subject math, which is something that we added here. So subject and math. So our new dictionary looks like this now. Subject, then it's having the math as its associated value. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to write a program that removes a key value pair from a dictionary and prints the updated dictionary. I'm having a dictionary called car. It has three keys: brand, model, and year. And it has three values: Toyota, Corolla, 2020. If we want to remove one key value pair from this existing dictionary, we use the del keyword, then we type down the name of the dictionary, and in the brackets, we're going to type down the name of the key that we would like to be removed from this dictionary. So after that, I'm trying to print the dictionary here. So when I run this code, I'm having brand Toyota, model Corolla, and year 2020. When I delete this key, the associated value to this key is going to be removed as well automatically. So when I print my car dictionary, I see brand Toyota here, and then I see year 2020 here. So I see no information about the model Corolla in the output after having uh, the model keyword and its associated value being removed using the del keyword in Python. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to program that checks if a specific key exists in a dictionary. I'm having a dictionary called colors. It has three keys: red, blue, and green, and it has three associated value. And in this program, we would like to check and see if one key called blue is existing in our dictionary or not. Is it there or not? Does this blue key exist in our color dictionary or not? So to check that, I'm typing down one if condition. So I type down if, then the string blue, because I'm looking for blue, in the colors, in colors. So colors is the name of my dictionary. Print the color blue is in the dictionary. Else means otherwise, print the color blue is not in the dictionary. So I'm going to say it one more time. We check with if condition if this string in the colors. So colors is the name of my dictionary. So when I run this code, I see the output says that the color blue is in the dictionary. It means that we are having a key in this dictionary that is called blue. But if I type down, for example, here, yellow, it says the color. So the color, maybe we should also change this one and this one here, for example. So I rerun. It says the color yellow is not in the dictionary. So this message is being printed out in the output. Why? Because it checks and see yellow is not one of the keys declared in the color dictionary. This is why, because it cannot find it. It goes to the else part and it prints this message for us in the output. So this is how we can actually check to see if a specific key exists in a dictionary or not. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to write a program that counts how many items are in a dictionary. I'm having a dictionary called fruits. It has three keys: apple, banana, and orange. And each of these keys are associated with one value. So for apple, we have value 3. For banana, we have value 5. And for orange, we have value 2. So we would like to count to see how many items are in a dictionary. In this dictionary, I'm having 3 items here. So 3 keys. By items, I mean 3 keys. So 3 keys are inside the fruits dictionary. But how can we count it in Python? We can use the len function, in fact, the len function. In the previous videos, we have already worked with this function. So we can use the len function to give us the number of keys that are inside this dictionary, but inside this function, we need to type down the name of our dictionary, which is fruits. So we are initializing a variable called count, and it is equal to the len function, and in parentheses we are having the name of the dictionary. So this function is going to calculate the number of items that are inside the fruits dictionary. Then I'm printing out the count for myself in the terminal. So I'm having this message: the dictionary has, and then the count variable is here, and then the items at the end of my message. So I'm printing out the dictionary has 3 items. So, and if we count it, we see that there are indeed 3 items inside this dictionary. So if we have a dictionary with a lot of keys, we can simply use the len function to do the job for us, to do the work for us, and we can easily understand how many keys are declared inside a dictionary. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to merge 2 dictionaries. I'm having dictionary number 1 and dictionary number 2. I would like to put the information of the second dictionary in the first dictionary. And we see that dictionary 1 and 2, they have one element in common, which is B. So the key B is shared between them. But in the first dictionary, it is associated with 2. And in the second dictionary, it is associated with number 3. I'm going to type down the name of my first dictionary dot update. So I'm using the update function, and in the parentheses I type down the name of my second dictionary, and then I'm printing out the first dictionary in the output. When I print the first dictionary in the output, I expect to see this element in the dictionary 1 and these 2 elements in the dictionary 1 and not this one. Why? Because B is a common element, is a common key, let's say, between these 2 dictionaries, and we are updating the information of the first dictionary with the information of the second dictionary. Therefore, because they have one key in common, it is going to, this part is going to be replacing this part. Okay, so I expect to see A1, B3, and C4 in the output when I'm using this line of syntax and code. So the name of the first dictionary dot update using the update function, and in the parentheses I'm typing down the name of my second dictionary. So in the output, as you see here, I'm printing the first dictionary. I see A1, B3, and C4. So we don't see B2 in the output. Why? Because the information of the first dictionary is being updated, and the information of the second dictionary is being inserted in the first dictionary, and because they have one key in common, the key of the second dictionary is going to be in the place of the B key in the first dictionary. So we see this one in the first dictionary and this one in the first dictionary, and this one is going to replace this one here. And we have another method to merge 2 dictionaries as well. To do that, I'm having a new dictionary being declared called merged, and then I'm using braces, and in braces I'm having star star and the name of the dictionary 1, comma, star star, the name of the second dictionary. So this is going to do the same work as this line does. So it depends which one you find more convenient, and you can go ahead and choose it. So after that, I'm printing the merged dictionary, and as we see here, the output of the first method and second method both of them are the same. The outputs are the same, so it depends on you which one that you prefer. You can go ahead with that. So this is the second method. So in this video, we learned how to merge or update dictionaries in Python. We can use this method, name of the first dictionary, then update function, and in parentheses, the name of the second dictionary, or we create a third dictionary. For example, in our case here, it is called merge. And in the braces, we type down star star the name of the first dictionary and comma and star star the name of the second dictionary. Then we are printing out this third dictionary that has been created, which is called merge in this case. And then we see the outputs are the same. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to learn how to loop through keys, values, and items in a dictionary. Here I'm having a dictionary and it has 3 keys here, as you see: name, age, and city, and it has 3 values: John, 30, and New York. If we want to only iterate through the keys of this dictionary, we can type down the keyword for, and for each key in my dictionary dot keys. If I use the keys function, this is going to help me to only iterate through the keys of the dictionary, okay? Name, age, and city. Then for each iteration, I print key. So in the first iteration, key equals name. Second iteration, key equals age. And third iteration, key equals city. Okay? So in here in the code, I'm printing a loop through keys. Then I'm typing down my key variable here, which is my iterating variable for each key in my dictionary dot keys. Print this key for me. So in the first iteration, key equals name, second one age, and third one city. Here is how we can iterate over the keys in a dictionary. Then what if we would like to iterate over the values only, not the keys anymore? We are typing down this message for us, loop through values, and then I type down 4 values in my dictionary and then dot values in parentheses, in empty parentheses. So we are using the values function to iterate over values, and then in each iteration I'm printing the value in the output. So in the first iteration, value equals John. In the second, value equals 30. And in the third value, equals New York, as you see it here. So using values function in dictionaries, we are able to iterate through only values. And if we would like to iterate over key value pairs, we use the items keyword. So I'm typing down for any key and values in my dictionary dot items print key and value. So it is going to say name John, age 30 in the second iteration, and the third iteration city and New York. So when I run this code, in the output we see loop through keys, and only keys are being printed as we expected here: name, age, and city. Then we are having loop through values. So values are John, 30, and New York. John, 30, and New York, as we expected. And then loop through key value pairs. We see name John, age 30, in city New York, as we were expecting to see the same thing. So in this video, we learned how to loop through keys, values, and key value pair. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about nested dictionaries, a dictionary that contain another dictionary as a value. So here I'm having a dictionary called students, and in this student dictionary, I'm having two other dictionaries called Alice and Bob. And the Alice dictionary has two keys, age and grade, and two values, 25 and A. In the nested dictionary called Bob, I'm having two keys again, age and grade, and two values, 22 and B. In order to access the nested data in our dictionary here, for example, if I want to know the grade of Alice from the student dictionary, I can type down the print function here, then type down the name of the dictionary, then I'm having square brackets, and in the first square bracket I'm typing down the name of Alice, for example, and then the grade key that I would like to have the output here. So as you see here, I'm printing that. So when I run the code, I see A in the output, which is the grade for Alice in the student dictionary. We could also have for example, students, then have the Bob here, and then having the grade of Bob in the output. So when I run this code, I see B, which is the grade of Bob. And if I wanted to have the age of Alice, I could type down the name of the dictionary and two square brackets. In the first one, I type down the name of the first nested data, which is Alice. Then I type down the age. So when I run this code, I expect to see number 25 in the output. And similarly, we can have the output for Bob's age here. So when I run this code now, I see 22. So in this video, we learned about nested dictionaries, or how to access nested data in a dictionary. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to write a program to sum all the items, or let's say values, in a dictionary. I'm having my dictionary here. It has three keys, A, B, and C, and three values, 10, 20, and 30. So we would like to have the sum of 10, 20, and 30. But how do we do that? To do that, I'm having my variable called total sum. Then I'm typing down the name of my dictionary dot using the values function, and using the values function, this function will allow us to access these values in this dictionary. Okay, and this is inside the parentheses of the sum function, and sum function is going to help us to get the values of my dictionary and sum all the values and return the result. And the returned result is assigned to total sum. Basically, with this line, I'm accessing the values, these 30, 20, and 10 of my dictionary, and these values are being summed using the sum function, and the output of this is going to be assigned to total sum variable, and then I'm printing the output. So I'm showing the message the sum of all items in the dictionary is, and then the total sum variable is here. So when I run this code, I see the output is 60. So 30 plus 20 will be 50, plus 10 will be 60. So in this video, we learned how to sum all the values in a dictionary. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we would like to write a program to multiply all values in a dictionary. So when I mention items, I mean values here. So all the values in a dictionary. So I'm having my dictionary A, B, and C are the keys, and 2, 3, and 4 are the values. So we would like to write a program to multiply all the values. It means that I would like to have the result of 2 times 3 times 3 times 4, and the result is 24. So we would like to get to this number, by multiplying the values 2, 3, and 4 in this dictionary. To do that, I'm initializing a variable called result to be assigned to 1. Then I'm using a for loop to iterate through the values of my dictionary. To iterate through the values of my dictionary, we learned that we can use the values function. So for each value, and this value is my iterating variable, for each value in my dictionary values, I'm going to type down this code. So this code equals to this code, result times value. Okay, so in each iteration, this value is going to have these three values. So in the first iteration, value equals 2. In the second iteration, value equals 3. Third iteration, in the third iteration, value equals 4. So this iterating variable is going to iterate over the values of my dictionary. Okay, for each value in my dictionary values, we're going to implement this code. And this code means that the new result equals to result multiplied by value. In the first iteration, value equals 2 because this is the first value in my dictionary, and then it is going to be equal to 3 in the second iteration. In the third iteration, it will be equal to 4. Okay, so when value equals to 2, result will be 1 times 2, and it will have the output of 2. Why it is equal to y result is equal to 1 multiplied by 2, because the formula says result multiplied by value. So result was initialized to be 1, and then I'm typing down 1 multiplied by 2. 2 is my value, so the result will be 2. Then in the next iteration, result will be 2 times 3, and result will be 6. And why 2 times 3? Because we are having the result multiplied by value. So result from previous iteration was equal to 2. So I'm having the number 2 here multiplied by 3. 3 is the value in this iteration. So it is the second value in my dictionary. And finally, in the last iteration, result equals 6 times 4. Therefore, result equals 24. So y6 multiplied by 4, because the formula says result equals result multiplied by value, and result is 6 from the previous iteration multiplied by value. Value equals to 4. So the output should be 24. And we mentioned that this formula is exactly doing the same thing as this formula does. So you can go ahead and choose to type down either of them in your for loop. It's more concise writing it this way, so this is why we're using this way. But I wrote it here in comments this way, so it would be easier to provide you with the analysis. Then after having the output of result, we are going to print the result variable here in the output, and we would like to say the product of all items in the dictionary is, and then having the result variable being printed. So the output is 24 as we expected based on our computation here. So in order to have the multiply of all items in a dictionary, we iterate through all the values of a dictionary, and we use this formula to have the output of the multiplication of all the values in a dictionary. Thank you for watching.